How's everybody doing out there? Peace and blessings to the hearers and doers of the Lord's word. This is Solican. I want to go ahead and get into this topic. Um, it takes more faith to be an atheist than it takes to even believe in the gospel. Like, you have to, and I'm gonna go down the perspectives, the things you have to accept. You have to accept that nothing can produce something in the theories of how the universe is created. You've had the perspectives change so many times from scientists and the experts. The perspective, the goalposts have been moved so many times. The theories have changed. Now they understood how ridiculous it sounds that something just exploded from no space and time existing, and then space and time just happened. That, like, they've realized how nuts that sounds, and how you kind of, like, people who accept that, or looked at or is more foolish and ridiculous as they try to make Christians look. You understand? You also have to believe that non-life can produce life. You just have nothing that's living, nothing that's organic, and now life is just going to sprout from nothing. It'll have you to believe that order can come from chaos, like that finite tuning of the universe. One decimal, one point decimal, small decimal thing of calculations to change, then the whole thing would implode, burn up. It'll be chaos. Nothing will be sustained. You understand? Like, for you to believe that human beings come from a monkey, like, that used to, like, people used to buy that, like, that stuff into the internet, and people gain more knowledge. People used to think that sound logical. But they have never, ever, they have yet to find anything tangible that links human beings to apes, or to, when they come out, if you really go do your due diligence and study and look, they've had a lot of hoaxes. So if you've had multiple hoaxes, why would you take this as serious, like, as a thinking person, not even just as a, as a godly person, as a spiritual being, as a thinking human being? How would you even accept that? Because they've been busted, and you know what I'm saying? It's like, just like with the first moon landing. If I found out you're lying, I'm not gonna be so, and especially at something huge like this, I'm not gonna be so inclined to listen to anything else you have to say. But that's the perspective of science, like I said. And the experts, they just keep spedunkering. They'll fumble onto something, that realize that was just, that whole time they just wasted their time. Now they just got to go from another premise, then they'll waste their time. Now, but people don't have time for that. The Lord already told. See, the difference between that and this is, this tells you what's going on. It tells you what was, what happened, and what will be. Tell you what was, what's happening, and what will be. You understand? Everything you need to know about the intricacies of life is in here. You understand? The beginning. It tells you who did it. At least you have the knowledge of who did it. How. You have the knowledge of how, and there's nothing else. All science does is explains the things that God has done. It's all it does. It looks to it, try to explain it. They can't create it. They can't do anything about it to prevent it, but they just try to explain it. You understand? So, and a lot of times they're wrong, But see, we don't have time to be waiting for spedunkering, waiting for you to never get the right answer. When we got work to do, we have to live our lives, you know what I'm saying? And this is a premise of how we live our life. This base is here, that human beings are not animals. Human beings are greater. You understand? Human beings have a spirit. Human beings are made up of three things: mind, body, and soul. You understand? They're made up of a spirit, and the mind, and the physical flesh that you see. You understand? You can't leave out the spirit element. That's the undying energy that's in you, that's scientifically proven, the energy that's in you, you have an energy going in you, it's undying, and it will return to the source, the creator. These are things we have to, that we use to live our lives by. This isn't just something you sit on and do. No, and Christians are some of the most selfless human beings on the earth. You understand? This is something that we do because we are taught to look at the better of people, even though in this world it's high levels of wickedness going on. In this earth today, there are high levels of wickedness. You understand? People doing some very wicked things. And nothing's new under the sun. You know, people have been doing wicked things, but now there's more people doing, you know, on the earth, more and more wickedness is going on. Now you have people doing like the wickedness is hidden. People have more avenues to try to hide, but it's still the same. You understand? Again, like, it takes a lot of faith to be an atheist. People call themselves atheists, but yet they troll Christians. They're obsessed, but yet they become obsessed with the Lord. You understand? This is similar of Satan's mindset. You don't want to be getting played like that. Come out of that, because that's how Satan operates. Satan trolls the living God. Satan does that. He knows that at the end of the day, him and God's relationship is done. You know what I'm saying? Satan's resting place is hell, the lower parts of the earth. You, on the other hand, as a human being, you are adopting the same type of rebellious mindset. You know, you want to do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? But you still want the luxuries and the blessings from God. You know what I'm saying? It don't really work that way. But God is allowing you grace to get yourself together. But you got to understand, as soon as God decide that he look at your heart, see that you're not going to change, you know that there's nothing left, you've totally hardened your heart, God is going to start to terrorize you. Yeah, the living God will terrorize your life. Like it or not. You know what I'm saying? He'll terrorize you worse than any human being ever could. You'll start losing everything. God will just start destroying everything you built, just knocking it down. You will want to kill yourself. And you know what happened then. Just going to you'll be put in despair. People in a lot of things, like I said, and I'm trying to give hope to those who are atheists or whatever you call. You know, if you don't have Jesus Christ, a relationship with the Creator, then you have nothing. You can do this though. You can get a real relationship. I'm not talking a relationship. You know what that is? It's not just one sided. A relationship is two-sided. You can have a relationship with the living God, the creator of the universe. You know, the heavenly beings, he has the host, all of those beings. He controls a lot of them. Demonic realm is also a part of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people call themselves spiritual mediums and stuff. They communicating with the demonic realm. They really are. The witch of Endor. She had communications, like, you know what I'm saying, medium things she was doing with the spirit realm, or really like in the spirit realm is those beings who are outside of our reality, or as we know it, you know, it's our universe or whatever as we know it. And again, you could commune with them. Like, if I was to tell you that, you know, I had a machine that was spinning, and it was spinning all, and I had all these headphones, I hooked this up to something, and I could commune with the alien, with an alien or something. You know, I'm using this alien. I'm saying that people would be like, oh, you know, they would understand that concept. Like how basically, like, I'll give you a better example. They building the Hadron Collider. If that thing was to actually turn on, and when they turned it on, it ripped the portal, and then somebody stepped through it, you understand? People will be like, oh man, okay, that's how you commune. Okay, we've opened a doorway to commune with those beings. Well, what I'm telling you is you don't need to do that. You can commune with the Creator. You understand? With the Holy Spirit, the spiritual realm. You know, you have a guardian angel over your life. You can commune with the Lord and have a relationship which is reciprocal. The Lord will speak to you if you could just tune your frequency of your brain and the energy that's in you. You know what I'm saying? That the energy is in you, powering the spirit. It'll put you in tune with being able to hear the Lord. So you can hear from that being. That's a relationship. You can have that. I'm offering you that. Jesus Christ already offered that. I'm just reiterating. He's already offered that to you. Now, you could take it or leave it. And a lot of people just leave it. So we all have a point in time to die. That's one thing is for sure and two things for certain. You understand? And you're going to learn then, but don't be foolish your whole life. Atheists, like I said, you having your religion is atheism. You have that blind faith in men. Really, like you really have blind faith in men and the knowledge and you refer to the experts. You know what I mean? You need to get your knowledge yourself. You can have a relationship with the creator God for yourself. That being said, it's Nico Mac. With that being said, I'm sorry, Super Solican. I'm gone.